Hello students, this is me Kazi Azimul Haque, physics teacher, Cantonment Public School and College, and today we are going to start a new chapter. The chapter's name is chapter 3. The name of the chapter is force. Now, in this chapter, our today's topic is fixed for force and inertia. Yes, my dear students, today we are going to learn about the very new topic for the very new chapter, that is force and inertia. Now, my dear students, the very first time if I am going to ask you about the force, then what do you think about in your mind? What comes in your mind? Generally, we think that the force something like pushing something, pulling something, isn't it like that? But in the term of physics, whenever we are going to say about and we are going to explain about the force and the inertia, especially the force, it will come like something which can make anything to do work. Just give a point and try to hold the point. What is the fact? The fact is, which is give the ability of any object to do the work. Understood? That is force. Now, force, whenever you are thinking about, it may come with the law of motion, which is the first law. You know that the greatest scientist Isaac Newton, he had given the 3 laws of motion. The first law of the motion, what is that? Until or unless any kind of object is not having any kind of force, it will be not actually have any kind of motion on its own position, and whatever in the moving, it will be go on its straight path for the unlimited time, the infinite time. Now, if you just given a good kind of your knowledge over here, you are going to give your 100% to learn it, then you will understand that unless or until applying any kind of force, nothing will be moved from its position. So, my dear students, just have a thinking in your mind. What is that? If any object is over here, you can think, what is in my hand? There is a marker. I'm holding a marker. This marker is not moving because my hand is in a steady position. Now, I'm moving the marker. It's moving. Why it's moving? I'm giving the mechanical energy. Then it's coming from my skeleton. Right? Now, if the marker is not moving, then no force is applying over here. If the marker is moving, then the force is coming. So, the force is the main reason to have the displacement of any object and to get a motion. And without the force, whatever in the motion, it will not come at rest. What do you think? A bus, a car, a bike is automatically just stops over here? Automatically stops in the places? No. My dear students, if you just think about the braking system of any vehicle, then you will going to learn that after pushing the braking pad lever giving the force to the wheel, that wheel is giving the force to the road, to the mat, to the path to be stopped in a certain time. Yes, in that time that deceleration or the retardation will happen, but I'm talking about the force. The force of just making it in rest, the wheel is giving on the road, and the bus, the car, the vehicle, any kind of vehicle is going to be rest. Yes? Now, my dear students, without the force, the vehicle will not be stopped. And the time when the bus, the truck, the vehicle is just starting on, what's happening in that time? Have you ever thinking about that? Yes, the engine is the main thing. A vehicle engine is giving the 100% its efficiency to the wheel to move on. And that force is coming by the wheel on the road and is going on. So without the force, anything will not move. With the force, it will not be stopped. That's why Newton's first law of motion is saying that the first law of motion is a very important one for your MCQ in SSC. A lot of time, if you just analyze the questions paper of the SSC exams is given that happened in previous time, you will find out that the question has come for which is the responsible for the braking or the inertia. The question was be first law of the motion. So here is the very important MCQ over here. You learn it, right? Now, the first law of motion, that is without applying any force, until or unless is applying the force to any object, the object will remain in rest, and whatever is running on, it will be run on forever and ever in the straight way. That is in the first law. So as I am talking about the inertia, due to the force the inertia is coming. Now what is inertia? Whatever I have discussed, have you noticed I have already discussed about the inertia? Yes, my dear students, I have already discussed about the inertia. Let's have some example. Maybe you have ride a lot of bus riding, the car riding, or any kind of the bike riding, and you have obviously have some kind of situation that the bus is running on, but your head is going back. During the time of the bus is going on, it's moving, starting to move, or sometimes when the bus, the car, the vehicle is going to be stopped very soon, then and then your body is going upwards. So two kind of things is happening. Whenever the bus is going on, your body, your head is going back. But the time the vehicle, whenever it's given a sudden brake, your body is moving on. Sometimes it's collided with the front seats. It happened. But you know why? Due to the inertia I have already discussed over here. Yes, my dear students, I am talking about the inertia. The inertia is your body is actually in front of the bus, but the lower part of the body is getting the motion with the bus. The upper part is not getting in. It's want to be in the fixed place. That's why the leg moves with the bus and your body is just coming back in that previous places. And like that, whenever your body is running with the vehicle, the vehicle is just going to be stopped very soon, but your upper part of the body wants to be in motion. So it wants to be in motion, sometimes it wants to be in rest. That is the two things. Inertia. Here we have learned, and I have already discussed, inertia is two types. Maybe you have got it, right? You have got it. There are two types of inertia. The motion inertia and the rest inertia. These are the two inertias over here. And due to the inertia, all over the world, every system is running on. You know, some of the people, they say to our surroundings, what is that? Physics is a lifeless subject. But if you are going to match the topics, the knowledge with our regular life, our general life, you must get some kind of link to understand properly. Okay, I can give you an example that you can get interest in physics. You know, whenever you are braking the bicycle, sometimes the time you are braking the bicycle very hardly, then you used to say, we used to play skidding, the wheel skids, and you feel too joyful the time whenever the wheels of the bicycle skids. Why it is skidding? You know? You already got the answer by the discussion today. What is that? That is, you are braking, you are in a motion, but whenever you are braking, the wheels stopping, but your motion giving you the motion inertia. It means it's running on and on. And the time, whenever you are doing the up and down, your wheel is going up, the front wheel going up, and the back wheel, you are riding in a one wheel, the wheelie, that is called what? Wheelie. During you are doing the wheelie, that is happening due to the rest inertia. Yes, Yes, my students, you are just giving the energy, your force on the bicycle, but the bicycle wants to be remain in its own position, the previous position. That's what happened. You can able to do wheelie. So see, this is a matching of the inertia in our regular life. There are a lot of examples that you can understand the physics relate with your regular life and you can understand properly. Okay, my students, no more today. So we are going to end the class by for the ending the class we have to make a summary. The thing is force is very easier one, you know that the force is something which is give any object to do work. Any object is moving, any object is becoming rest. The thing, another definition, the thing, yes, anything, the thing which makes any object to move, which makes any object whatever go running on in movement, it will be stopped by that object. Okay, that thing is force. Force is something which make any object from static position to moving position and any object from moving position to static position. That is force. And the inertia, yes, inertia. Inertia is a characteristics of any object. If any object is remaining in the static position, it will try to remain in its own position. And what is the motion inertia? That is, if any object is moving, then it will try to move on and on in the straight line. Due to the force, it stops. Due to the force, it just go on. That is force. And second one is inertia. Hopefully in the class, the next time we'll discuss the upcoming topics. And if you are facing any problems, directly contact your teacher. No more today. See you then. Bye bye.